I mean, this is what Paul is describing in 1 Corinthians 15 when he's talking about Christ as the second man, the last Adam, in verse 45 through 47. And he says, and since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead. It says, but now is Christ risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that died, which is described in Revelations, the first fruits. He says, for as as in Adam all die, so in Christ shall all be made alive. He's talking about the second man, the last Adam. You go down to verse 45 and through 47. But every man in his own order, Christ the first fruits, afterward they that are Christ at his coming. Then comes the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power, for he must reign till he hath put all enemy under his foot. I mean, this is what the writer of Hebrews in chapter 10 is saying, that, but this man, after he'd offered his body one time for sin, has sat down at the right hand of God, henceforth expecting until his enemies be made his footstool. He says, for Christ must reign till put all enemies under his feet, till he hath put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. For he hath put all things under his feet, but when he says all things are put under him, it is manifest that he, Jesus, is accepted, which did put all things under him. When all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall also, unto God, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that God may be all in all. I mean, we need to understand the truth. People keep perverting the revelation of Jesus Christ. He was a man. He was made flesh and blood, and everyone that doesn't confess that is of the Antichrist. That's what the Antichrist says, that Jesus didn't come in the flesh. We need to understand, he was flesh and blood, the second man, the last Adam. I mean, Paul describes it right there, 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And by man came death, by man also came the resurrection of the dead. Talking about Jesus. We need to understand the truth.